Hey, welcome or welcome back. It is, as always, good to see you. It is Monday. I'm off work, so we're going to record some videos. And I thought maybe I might cover why I think Amberlynn will not succeed on Weight Watchers ever until she loses a lot more weight. Amberlynn has said in the past herself that Weight Watchers does not work for her because she is given so many points to use because she is so big. Now, she's tried Weight Watchers many times, and she was trying it again just now. So she has, by her own declaration, 78 daily points. What do those points mean? Well, it's how Weight Watchers calculates what you're eating, and they assign points to food. But how does Weight Watchers calculate your daily points? Everything that I have found on how Weight Watchers does this is they use your basal metabolic rate, physical activity level, and the food digestion, or the thermic effect of food. And they give us our TDEE, which is our total daily energy expenditure. There are several calculators online that you can use to get that, but the formula looks like this. Your basal metabolic rate times your physical activity level plus the thermic effect of food. And that tells us how much energy you burn, or how many calories or kilocalories you burn just existing. If you don't do anything all day and just sit there, how many calories are you burning? Well, that's your basal metabolic rate. The TDEE includes in your physical activity level. So there's going to be a number is multiplied by your BMR to give you your TD. You can find all this online. You can find calculators online to give you this information. So let's compare myself and Amberlynn. If we plug Amberlynn's information into a TDEE calculator, we get a basal metabolic rate of 2,997 calories. Putting that BMR into the TDEE calculator, we get a total daily energy expenditure for Amberlynn of 3,597 calories. For myself, putting my own information in, my basal metabolic rate should be 1,933 calories with a total daily energy expenditure of 2,319 calories. So I used sedentary for both of our activity levels since I spend most of my day sitting here at my desk and I haven't, crawled my ass to the gym in 2 months. So using these numbers, once you have your TDEE, a simple way to calculate your daily points is to subtract 1,000 from your TDEE and divide by 35. Using that calculation, I come up with 74 daily points for Amber and 37 for myself, which is very close to Amberlynn's 78 and the 36 or sometimes 33 that I got from using a daily points calculator online. Now, all of these Weight Watcher formulas and numbers that I'm giving should be taken with a slight grain of salt because this is third-party information and not affiliated with Weight Watchers. Here's where I'm curious about Amber's number of 78 because several websites that I found stated that Weight Watchers has a minimum of 26 daily points and a maximum of 71. But again, that information could be a little bit outdated or for a previous point system they used. Also, while using some of the point calculators, I came up with 58 daily points for Amberlynn instead of 78. So I'm just going to have to go with the number that Amberlynn gave and believe that that actually came from the Weight Watchers app and program itself. So I'm doing the best with the numbers and the information that I'm able to find and dig up here. So going with the 78 points that Amberlynn got from her Weight Watchers program, this is how it seems they came to that number. So now that we know how many points she can have each day, what points is food worth whenever she's putting things into her app or calculator? So to calculate how many points a particular food is worth in the Weight Watchers program, they use the calories, the saturated fat, sugar, and protein for a food item, and they run it through some formula that's proprietary to come up with points assigned to that food. There are several calculators online that we can use without signing up for Weight Watchers that will give us these point values for food. So I wanted to take a look at Amberlynn's Binge meal from Rally's and see how many points that meal would be versus how many calories. So here we have her Rally's Binge meal that she showed us: the cheeseburger, the fries, the mozzarella sticks, and the Barq's root beer. These are the calories that meal contained, coming to a total of 1,580 calories. Plugging all of the information from these items from Rally's nutrition menu, where they do actually list the fat, the calories, the protein, and the sugars, we come up with 64 points. The cheeseburger is 13, the fries are 20, the mozzarella sticks 10, and that root beer is 21 because it has a lot of sugar. I put it as a large drink because I believe that is the size that she had. So this is a lot of calories for one meal and points for one meal when you're trying to lose weight. Keep in mind that my daily point intake that I was allocated was either 33 or 36 for Weight Watchers. This one meal would be more than double my points for the day, but the calories wouldn't be too awful if this was the only thing I ate that day. It would still be a lot of greasy, heavy food, but calorie-wise, it wouldn't be awful. But with these 64 points, that leaves Amberlynn 14 points for the day. And then she would have her, I think, 28 weekly points that she could dive into to use as well to give anything extra. For 14 points, she could eat another cheeseburger for 380 calories. That's not too bad, I guess, but that would bring her up to 1,960 calories. But again, this would be double what somebody much smaller than Amberlynn would be able to eat for the day based on Weight Watchers calories. So even if she's sitting at 2,000 calories for what she's eaten, we've seen in the past that she won't lose weight because of the types of food she's eating. Counting points may be less triggering for Amber, but she doesn't stick to the points that often. I don't know what's in the Weight Watchers food app database, but ordering takeout and getting accurate numbers is going to be a challenge if Amber has to input the numbers herself, because it's highly unlikely she's going to have the calories, protein, fat, and sugar for all of the items that she's getting takeout for. She's probably only putting the calories in for a lot of takeout items, which can be off by up to 50% if it's a high sugar item. If I take this Rally's meal again, 64 points for all of the items with all the information. Sugar, protein, fat, everything. If I put in only the calories into the calculators, it drops it to 49 points because that root beer, it's more than 50% off. It drops to 10 points. The other ones don't drop too much, but this drops the meal to 49 points. That's a 15-point difference. She could have another large fry and cheeseburger using those calculations for 970 more calories. That would put her at 2,550 for the day, which is getting pretty close to her calculated basal metabolic rate. You know, on paper, Amberlynn should be able to lose weight eating 2,500 calories, but our bodies don't always operate like they should on paper, and Amber needs to eat fewer calories than that to actually lose weight. And the types of food that she's eating also matters. So in my opinion, that's why Amberlynn will never succeed on Weight Watchers. Poor food choices, insanely high number of points that she's given each day, and probably not entering accurate information into the app when she orders takeout. Weight Watchers wants to encourage members to make better food choices by offering 0-point foods, and like the vegetables and lean meats. Takeout for every meal isn't going to cut it. And as much as I want to see Amberlynn succeed, she is the queen of self-sabotage when it comes to her own journey in weight loss. I don't know if she's going to be able to pull herself out of this hole she's dug herself into by gaining back like 45, 50 almost pounds so far as of day 11 of her Vlogmas. I just don't know. And she needs to take her lipedema more seriously because, as she said, it's starting to feel worse and get worse. She may not be able to do keto, but she can at least do lower carbohydrates, and that should help a lot as well, even if she can't do full keto. Because one of these issues could also be that she's retaining more water because of the lipedema, and that could be because of sodium and carbohydrates. So even if she starts to lower her carbohydrate intake, she could possibly help herself at least with the lipedema and maybe get rid of some of the water. But she has to address her food issues before she's going to be able to succeed, because everything triggers her, and that is not a formula for success. But that's all I have for you on this one. I hope maybe you learned something possibly about the Weight Watchers points. I don't know. I may have went through it a little quickly, but you know, with 78 daily points, I don't think Amber's going to be able to succeed on Weight Watchers because she eats that much food. And it's bad choices. Not bad choices. Food is not good or bad, but it's not the best choice for her to make for her current goals. There are better choices she could make. But all that being said, I hope you all have a lovely day, and until next time, be safe and take care.